Ethan was 9 years old, a quiet boy who often kept to himself. Living in a small town surrounded by dense woods, he found the forest both fascinating and intimidating. His parents, loving but busy, worried about his loneliness. One day, Ethan came home excitedly talking about his new best friend, Ben. His parents were relieved but curious. Who was this mysterious friend that had suddenly appeared in their son's life? "Ben's really cool," Ethan said at dinner, his face lighting up. "He likes climbing trees, exploring, and he doesn't mind that I don't talk a lot." Ethan's parents exchanged a glance. It wasn't like their son to bond with someone so quickly. "Where does Ben live?" his mom asked. "In the woods," Ethan replied nonchalantly. "He says it's quieter there." This response only deepened their curiosity and concern about Ben. Ben became Ethan's constant companion. They played together every day after school, building forts in the woods and skipping stones in the creek. Ethan's parents rarely saw Ben, though. Whenever they asked to meet him, Ethan would shrug and say, "He doesn't like grown-ups." This mysterious friend seemed to be a figment of Ethan's imagination, but the joy he brought to Ethan was undeniable. One evening, Ethan came home covered in mud and leaves. His mom scolded him gently, but he brushed her off. "Ben dared me to climb the big oak tree by the old well," he said, grinning. "I made it to the top." His mom froze. "The well? Ethan, you know you're not supposed to go near that. It's dangerous." Ethan frowned. "It's fine. Ben said it's not that deep." "Ethan, there's no one named Ben who lives nearby," his dad said firmly. "You shouldn't be playing in the woods with imaginary friends." Ethan's face darkened. "Ben's not imaginary. He's real. He's my best friend." The next day, Ethan was quieter than usual. At dinner, he pushed his food around his plate. When his mom asked what was wrong, he mumbled, "Ben's mad at me. He said I shouldn't tell you about him." Over the following weeks, Ethan's behavior grew more erratic. He started waking up in the middle of the night, whispering to someone in the dark. His parents heard him giggling in his room, even when no one was there. One night, they found him sitting in the living room, staring at the door. "Ben's outside," he whispered, his eyes wide. "He wants me to come play." "There's no one outside, Ethan," his dad said firmly, but Ethan wouldn't budge. "Ben doesn't like it when you say that." The turning point came when Ethan disappeared. His parents woke up to find his bed empty and the front door ajar. They called the police, and search parties scoured the woods. Hours later, they found Ethan sitting by the old well, staring into the darkness below. When his dad approached him, Ethan said, "Ben told me he lives down there. He wants me to come with him." His dad grabbed him, pulling him away from the well, but Ethan screamed and fought. "You don't understand. Ben needs me. He's lonely." The well haunted Ethan's parents, so much so that they contacted the town historian to learn more about it. What they uncovered was chilling. Years ago, a boy named Ben Peterson had fallen into the well while playing in the woods. He was only 9 years old. His body was never recovered. Ethan's parents, horrified, confronted him with the truth. "Ethan, Ben isn't real. He died a long time ago." Ethan looked at them, tears streaming down his face. "He's not dead. He's my friend. I see him every day." They decided to move, thinking distance would break Ben's hold on their son. But Ethan became inconsolable, screaming for his best friend. Then one night, he simply stopped crying. "It's okay," he said calmly. "Ben says I'll see him soon." A month later, Ethan's parents woke to find his room empty again. This time, they found no trace of him, not even near the well. Days turned into weeks, and the police found no leads. The only clue was Ethan's journal, left on his desk. The final entry read, "Ben told me his secret. He's dead, but that's okay. He said I'm dead too. I just didn't know it yet." The chilling realization dawned on Ethan's parents. Their son had been dead all along, and they had been living in a fragile, heartbreaking illusion. The plot twist revealed the tragic truth. Ethan had drowned in the same well years ago, but his grieving parents had blocked out the trauma, crafting a false reality where he was still alive. Ben, the ghost of another lost boy, was the only one who could reach Ethan, trying to guide him to accept his fate. When Ethan finally remembered the truth, he crossed over, leaving his parents in their fragile, heartbreaking illusion. Ethan's parents were left to grapple with the haunting reality of their loss. The woods, once a place of innocent adventure, now held a dark and sorrowful memory. The well, a silent witness to the tragedies of two young boys, stood as a reminder of the fragility of life and the power of denial. In their hearts, Ethan's parents knew they had to find a way to move forward, despite the pain. In the end, Ethan and Ben found peace together, their spirits intertwined in the afterlife. The bond they shared in life continued beyond, a testament to the enduring power of friendship. For Ethan's parents, the journey to acceptance was long and arduous, but they held on to the hope that their son was finally at peace. The story of Ethan and Ben became a whispered legend in the town, a reminder of love and loss.